Hello, everyone. Happy June. You have packets in the mail on their way to you that includes a schedule of our daily lessons, along with an opportunity for you to tell me how much you liked it and to maybe write what kind of help you needed or what you learned. And then I have a list of activities. Your packet also has materials for you to make a card for your friends who are graduating, because this month we're going to read the news to you, articles about graduation, because graduation is different than this year than it has been in the past. So I want to take some time to talk about that, but there are a lot of fun activities, a fun craft, and some recipes that I hope that we can work on together. We're going to start out by reading the article today, and then I'll show you at the end. There's a crossword puzzle and a Sudoku page that you can do at home if you'd like. There's also a think page that asks you questions about when you graduate and what you will do. So we're going to start reading the 2020 graduation ceremonies story. The school year is ending. Seniors are graduating from schools. They may graduate from high schools or colleges. And Pathways is kind of like a college because you all graduated from high school already. So when you complete the program at Pathways, you graduate, and we're going to talk about what you get when you graduate when we get to that part of the story. Graduation ceremonies are usually in May or June. Graduation ceremonies will be different in 2020. We know that our graduation ceremony is going to be different this year. We're not going to be able to have a big crowd of people come for graduation, just like people all over the world. So if you're feeling frustrated or sad that we can't have a ceremony like you did for high school, that's okay, because a lot of people feel that way. People cannot gather for graduation because of the coronavirus. Remember, the coronavirus is very contagious and it's easy to get sick from it. So we can't gather in crowds. They cannot gather for graduation ceremonies. But seniors, like all of you who are graduating from Pathways, have worked very hard. Schools still want to celebrate the seniors. We want to do something special for you because we're so proud of you. Some schools are having ceremonies online. Some seniors can wear caps and gowns. We don't do that at Pathways, but I did send you a graduation cap picture for you to design your own cap if you'd like to. They can join special video calls. School leaders say the name of the seniors. So we are going to do an online or video call, Zoom. If you look at your Zoom schedule, we're going to have a Zoom graduation celebration together this month. We're also putting together a graduation video for everyone that has pictures of you and all the things you've done while you're at school. And we will, Janae and I will say your name and say congratulations to as we present your certificate. Sometimes seniors give speeches, so students might give a speech at graduation. Some schools will have ceremonies in the future. Some high schools in South Dakota had ceremonies outside, and some are planning a graduation ceremony this summer. We are not going to do that. We're going to just do our online graduation and our video graduation. Here it says, the schools hope to have ceremonies during the summer. They hope people can gather then. Schools hope the seniors can be together for ceremonies. They want the seniors to celebrate together. Most ceremonies have special speakers, and we'll have a couple special speakers on your graduation video. The speakers give speeches to the seniors. A speaker could be a city leader, like our mayor, an author, someone who writes books, an athlete, and more. Sometimes the principal or assistant principal gets in there and gives a speech. And many speakers give speeches about the future. What are you going to do next? Famous people recorded speeches for seniors this year. They're all on a podcast that you can check out. I'll put the link on our Facebook page. But the famous people that recorded speeches for seniors this year include the singer John Legend, a soccer player Abby Wambach, and journalist Katie Couric. All of the speeches are on this podcast called Speeches for the Class of 2000, and you can listen to them on the podcast. Graduating is exciting, and many cities are helping seniors celebrate. Some cities, around here even, are having car parades. Seniors drive their cars through the cities, and people stand in their yards and cheer. Many seniors are graduating in 2020. So you guys are graduating from Pathways. There are people graduating from Southeast Tech, from SDSU and USD, Brandon Valley High School. A lot of people are graduating, and seniors have different plans after graduating. So some seniors may go to a new school. Some seniors who are graduating from high school will be coming to Pathways after they graduate, which is pretty exciting. They may start new jobs. Some of you who are graduating from Pathways are ready to look for a new job now that you've graduated. Congratulations, seniors. All right, that is our news story about graduation. The activities that I have that go along with this story today are down here. Oops, we're gonna skip past these. We're gonna do these together tomorrow. We're gonna reread the story, and then we're gonna do some comprehension activities and identify pictures that relate to the story and do a review page. But today what I want you to do is I sent you a packet of activities to do. The front page of the packet is the News to You article, and in that packet there is either a crossword puzzle that looks like this or a Sudoku puzzle that looks like this. Some of you have both. I would like you to work on those. The crossword puzzle, all you need to do, this is just to get familiar with our vocabulary, which we'll be practicing this month too. But what you need to do is write the words in the spaces they belong. So number one is podcast. So we'd write podcast in here. I'm going to show you, but it's going to look terrible. I'm really bad at writing on this. Podcast, one across, P-O-D. I'm trying my best, guys. That's all I can do, right? Podcast. You should be able to do this on the student login page of Unique Learning Systems too. So the words that go across, you have to find the number and write it in the right space. And then the same for words that go down. So 2 down is speeches. So you can see here's a 2 and it goes down. So then we would write speeches in here. I'm just gonna write the P and then have enough of that. Let's clear that off of here, clear all my drawings. So I'd like you to do this or the Sudoku page. And the Sudoku page is super fun. You need to cut out the pictures and fill in the boxes so that every group has one of each picture. Each group should have the podcast picture, graduation, school, and different. You have to have all 4 and each one, but you can't have any 2 or any match in the same row going across and going down. It's kind of tricky, but it's fun. So you'll cut out the Sudoku pieces to glue on the grid. And those are your 2 activities for today. When we outdoor lesson tomorrow, we'll review the story and do some comprehension activities together. And then we'll learn a little bit more about graduation. And later this month, we're going to do some cooking activities together. So the packet I sent home to you has a copy of the recipe, but your learning plan also shows what ingredients you need for the recipe. If you can't get the ingredients and follow along, that's okay. We're going to talk about vocabulary and ingredients and practice measuring. So you'll still be able to see the video and how it's done, even if you can't participate in making the recipe. But if you can, that would be awesome. All right, I will talk to you tomorrow. I'm super excited to see you at our Zoom meeting this afternoon. Bye.